Hello everyone, welcome to the channel. This is Into the Eye Tarot and my name is Mel and I'm going to be your messenger. Lucky you guys. How we're going to do the channel is I'm going to do the reading here in a second, but before we start that, I wanted to just let you guys know a couple of things. First of all, the only way that I'm asking for money right now, I'm not doing personal readings, is by the extended that'll be at the end of the reading. And yeah, that's the only way right now that you can kind of help the channel, so other than liking and subscribing. So what else? Let's see, this is a new channel, and as such it's a baby channel, and so I'm learning to walk and talk here, so I really appreciate you guys' patience with me. I will get better, I do promise. So the point of this channel is to help raise the vibrations here for everybody on earth, and to remember that we are all one. So let's jump right in. Hello Leos, welcome to your reading. I created a special spread specifically for the channel. It incorporates a lot of the things that I love, or a lot of the tools that I love to use in order to get messages. The first thing we're going to do for this spread is we're going to pull numbers and talk about some energies. I've already shaken this quite a lot. I'm going to give it one good shake and we'll start from there. Okay, let's start with the West. Over here in the I am position, you have the 1. Well, it's a 10, reduces down to a 1 for the numerology. And 1 energy is the positive aspects of the 1 energy can be, think of things like leadership, independence, individuality, the energy of motivation and uniqueness, new beginnings and creation. So you might be feeling that, you might just want to be starting new beginnings, or you feel very in your own power right now, which is wonderful. Let's move ahead over to the North. And you have a 3 in the North in the position of I think. Some of the keywords for 3s can be socializing, joy, optimism, creativity, parenthood. Some of you might be thinking about kids. You might be thinking about creative projects, or maybe you're thinking about planning a trip or socializing, you're planning a party, but your mind right now for the month of August seems to do with, oh, you guys have birthdays. So some of you that are celebrating your birthday this month, happy birthday. So you might be planning around, thinking about your birthday or what you want to do with your birthday, things like that. When we move over to the East, we have a 5. Okay? And so in the position of I want, this talks about what your soul deep down is craving. In the position of the 5, words that go along with the 5 energy can be freedom, change, transition, different kinds of sensory experience, whether it's eating good food, whether it's going and seeing new places, physical intimacy, something that your soul is craving right now. Some other words, adaptability, being an individual, your personal freedom. So that could be something that is a theme for August, as far as something subconsciously even that you might not even be aware of. So moving down to the 3, in the I feel. Now this doesn't necessarily have to do with relationships, it's just how you're feeling for August. And we're back to 3s again. We have 3 up top and you're thinking, and a 3 down here and how you're feeling. So again, with those 3s, you have the words like joy and optimism, spontaneity, creative expression. So we're going to pull some tarot cards, and then we're going to talk about some different kinds of energies that might be coming, in work, at home, in your relationships, and then we'll pull advice. So when we're asking what kind of things might be going on for Leo's family. Oh, we have the Empress card. Very nice. Let's go ahead and pull them all, and then we'll do the numbers together. So What's going to be going on with Leo's work this month? Okay, and we have the Knight of Cups. Ooh, that one popped right out. I don't even have to ask. It was like, ready. What's going to be going on in your passions, your hobbies, things like that. What about the love? What is going to be going on in Leo's love life this month of August? This one wants to pop out. The Hermit. Okay. So let's start over here. We'll come back over to the west where we have, and also, I almost forgot, you guys have the 12 for the main energies for this month, and it reduces down to a 3. Again, a 3. You have a 3, 3, 3. Okay. So, the Empress is the number 3. Okay, and when we have the Empress, and especially when she's in the position of family and home, this could have to do definitely with somebody dealing with a pregnancy. If you're pregnant, congratulations. And so you're preparing for that, you know. The goddess or the Empress, she's very fertile. You know, she makes things grow. She's the reason that we have seasons, and we have 4 seasons. She brings about summer in a time of always sunny, and harvest is always there, you know. So that might be going on right now, and you might be feeling like that as far as your home life, you know. For some of you, you might be moving into a new home because she's sitting here independently, and she's like, yes, this is my throne, this is my place, this is mine. So congratulations to you, those of you that have just moved into a new home. And if you are looking for a new home, then August is going to bring a lot of that energy of harvest. And so you'll be seeing lots of rewards, or lots of, if you've had trouble finding a place, you're going to find it in August. When we add those numbers together, we get the 4 for our advice in this area. So no matter what you're dealing with in the energies of home and family, 4 is going to be our advice. And with 4's talk about stability, control, dedication, you know, having the energy to complete a project, being self-sustaining, putting in effort, being steady in that. So anything that comes crazy at you, just try to remain calm. You know, build that. I'm trying to look for the cards for here. Wrong color. My bad. Let's go around for orange. We're going to grab advice for family, anything you could be dealing with in there. So learning how to be more self-sufficient will help. And this one wants to come out right here. It says unity. It says, I treasure what a gift it is to be part of a tribe, crossed out, dynasty, crossed out, group of a group of eclectic weirdos. So I'm sorry, I'm going to start over because the way it's written, I'm messing me up. So unity. I treasure what a gift it is to be part of a group of eccentric weirdos who are thrown together by accident of cosmos and or genealogical fate and decided to keep in touch. No one will ever fully understand us except us, and that's the sort of unity poets write home about. Well, that's wonderful. Okay, let's go up here north and let's talk about work. What could be going on at work? You guys have the Knight of Cups. The Knight of Cups, usually knights in any suit, will talk about messages. So you might be receiving a lot of messages. These messages could be filled with a lot of emotion, which seems kind of weird. I guess it just depends on where you work, or maybe just the people that you're dealing with this month. The Knights don't carry a number, as I don't assign a number to it, so 3s are also going to be helping you this month in any kind of, if there's any kind of messages and things like that. Let's see. If there's negativity or anything like that, 3 will help you. And 3s talk about socializing. So maybe you need to get other people involved in the situation. You know, trying to keep it, for the rest of you that aren't receiving any of that, just trying to keep an optimistic, joyful, as much as possible at work will help you this month. Let's pull some advice. Let's pull some advice for things that might, energies that might be coming at our Leos for August in work. Yes. Okay. It says transmutation. I have the ability to transmute negative feelings into positive ones, and I exercise it at will. The next time someone frustrates, annoys, eats tuna too close to me, I will lean towards kindness and acceptance rather than stabbiness and loathsome. So yeah, lean towards the positive will help this month. Okay, let's see. Moving over to this position, you know, it talks about creative pursuits. So it can do with, you know, just being a musician, being a poet, being an artist, or just creating in your life. You don't necessarily have to be those things in order to be creative, you know. And for some of you out there that aren't creative and you're like, I don't have a creative bone in me, for very few of you Leos out there, it's okay, because this is still talking about your passions and what you want. And a 4, and it's illuminated by all this yellow. Yellows talk about illumination, self-expression, and consciousness, you know. And with 4s, it's about building stability. So there might be a project that a creative pursuit, you know, maybe you're starting a business or something like that, that you're trying to put down stability for, whether it's writing out your business plan, whether it's just writing out a plan, whether it's just thinking about it. Add the 4. Oh, very nice. So when you add the 5 and the 4 together, you get the 9 energy. The 9 energy is the humanitarian number, service to others number, the charity number. So you might be building a charity or thinking about a creative project that's going to help not just yourself but others, you know. So let's grab some advice and for Leo on any creative energies. My truth. It says, I'm the rock star that carries my truth, and I share that twisty-turny, complicated inner truth with pride. I love who I am, and I accept all the less than perfects about my past. It's the less than perfects that gave me my real story, and when I finally sit down to tell it, I'm going to go ahead and be the hero. And hey, who knows? It just might help someone understand their truth too. Yes, get it. I like it that it's a person, a lot, Leos, you know, you guys get that reputation for wanting to be the center of attention, you know, a movie star, and you guys have a rock star right here. It's so cool. So when we're moving down to love, let's talk about it. We got the Hermit, okay, which is a 9, a 12, again a 3. So for some of you Leos out there, you've gone into a little bit of seclusion. Whether or not that means that you're literally by yourself or not, your mind, and if you're surrounded by people, you're still in your own mind and your own self. And because that's what the Hermit does. The Hermit goes and does a lot of inner work and self-discovery. And usually they do that by themselves. They're, you know, in a cave somewhere. And that doesn't necessarily have to be. When it comes to love, the Hermit can be talking about, for some of you, that you're single right now and you're doing healing, and that's wonderful. Yeah, Ascended Masters are with you right now, because 3s are the Ascended Master number. So with your healing, just know, for some of you that are dealing with that the Ascended Masters are helping you and healing you, okay? And don't worry, for I'm going to have an extended love reading, and if you want to know what's going to be going on in the extended, just stay tuned, because we're going to pull a song, and we're also going to be pulling, doing a preview. So you guys will get a song, And then in the extended, you'll get another song if you decide to come over there after watching the preview. But let's pull some love advice. It can be too that if you're in a relationship, that you two are secluding yourselves from others in the world. You guys are going into hermit mode. Let's see the advice. Okay. Sensuality. Embracing sensuality doesn't necessarily mean you're a middle-aged swinger. It simply means you're savoring one of the coolest aspects of being alive, sensory input. It's time to get decadent and reward yourself with gifts for your senses. You can drop a wad of cash on champagne and chocolate, or you can tune in and enjoy the incredible gifts around you. The taste of the orange, the sound of the forest, the texture of corduroy? I don't know your life. The point is, it's time to savor whatever your senses can grab hold of, even if it means you're being sensual. Gross. It says it in the card. These are cute cards. I'll have them linked in the description if you're interested in them. There's 4 decks right here, right now, with different aspects of different lives, but yeah. That's funny because you had 5 over here and what your soul is wanting. Sensory, and I was telling you it's about sensory experience. So a lot of you Leos out there needs to go get you some sensory experience, okay? It doesn't necessarily have to be sexual, but it can be. And it's just about touching, feeling, smelling the world, being around other people. Let's grab some main advice for the energy. Again, the energy that you have is the 3. So because it's your main energy, let's talk about, we've already talked about a lot of the positives, but let's talk about, I'll go over the positives again, and then we'll switch over to the negatives. And just so that you can be aware that some of these energies can as well be coming to you. And we're going to pull advice just so. So some of those words that go with 3 are creativity, optimism, joy, spontaneity, growth from a why can't I say that? A free of fear growth. Growing from a place of no fear. That was a better way of saying it. Thank you, Spirit Guide. Okay, childlike, spontaneity, and of course, ascended masters. Some of the negative things that are associated with 3s: indifference, a lack of stamina or a lack of concentration, having mood swings, mania, just being obsessed with something, being stubborn or unmovable. So just to let you know, you might be dealing with some of that energy. And the advice for the month. Ooh, that did not want to. Okay, that's it. Oh, it says, when life gives you lemons, I paint them in gold. It says the universe will always test your temper. It's the natural order of things. We've all had those days where a bird drops a fresh squeezer on our heads. For every positive, there's a negative. And you either allow those sour drips to cripple you, or you can laugh like a raging lunatic. Take note of the lesson and use the experience as motivation to dominate moving forward. Be patient. Be kind. Be that weird, freshly happy maniac in the coffee shop. When life gives you lemons, paint those fuckers in gold, then feed them to the world. It was beautiful. Okay, so we're not done yet, you guys. We're going to pull your song, right? And then we're also going to do a preview. So I'll be right back with that. Okay, Leo, it's time for your song. I was thinking about calling it musical notes because it's a song and there might be some notes in here for you, messages. So, yeah. So your musical note is from an artist who once said, I tell you what freedom is to me, no fear. And I think that's a great message. I think that in any areas where you're having any kind of problems with, this month with any of the energies, just be yourself and don't be afraid. And the song is Feeling Good by Nina Simone. So like I said, there might be just one line, a few lines, or just even the energies that have messages in there for you, okay? And so for the preview, for the extended, what we're going to do is, if you're interested in just the song, for the extended, I'll have a video for that. And if you're interested in the song plus going into a bit more detail on the situation we're about to talk about, then that will be in the extended card reading. Okay, you'll also get the song there, but for some of you might just want the song, then I'll have that option for you guys. Okay, so the situation is this. All right, I feel like you have gone through a period, and I think we discussed this earlier in your reading, where some of you have gone through a period of time of heartbreak. As you can see, you have the Four of Swords, and it's underneath the High Priestess. So the High Priestess talks about a person who has grown through hardship, you know, and whether it comes to love or not, doesn't really matter. You're like this person that you've just gone through healing, or you're going through healing, and you're dealing with this, and this Knight of Cups is the other person, and they're coming in at you. And let me just talk about this person so then you can know if this is your situation. Okay, so this person, the Knight of Cups, has this sort of classic romantic vibe. They have a passion, you know, a passionate soul. They could be very creative. This person is in touch with their emotions and their inner self. Let's see. Yeah, I think because they're in touch with their inner self, they have the ability to know what they want and go for what they want with their heart sort of on their sleeve. Yeah, this person reminds you that maybe chivalry isn't dead, and they do sweet things for you, and you're just like, wow. Yeah, because if you look at this card of the Knight of the Cups, he's literally the knight on the white horse coming in. Let me see. So if that's your situation and you want to know what this person is feeling about you, we have the song. And if you want to know what they're feeling and what their intentions are and maybe a little bit more about them, then come over to the extended. Okay, and for those of you that are not interested in any of that, no problem. Come back, hit the like, subscribe, do all the stuff so that you can be notified whenever messages for next month are coming out. And I hope you guys, everybody out there, all my Leos, I hope you have great energy this month. Love you guys. Bye.